Hour number one of the zone on ESPN Radio, 93.1 FM, Tyler Cup and West Mitchell, Gamecock Anthem on a Wednesday afternoon. Again, hour number 144 after the hour, 239 ESPN, 239-3776 is the phone number to call. And we're going to talk a little NFL. And, you know, me and Stacey Huff got into this yesterday on the program, but didn't really get into it a whole lot. And, you know, after thinking about this and after hearing some other people talk about it, I still feel like we're missing the point here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the kickoff in the NFL moved up to the 35-yard line, which essentially, when it all boils down to it, it increases the chances of a touchback. Listen, you can't take the violence out of this game. You cannot take the violence out of the game of football. You just can't. NASCAR has done everything they can to limit major injuries and crashes, but it's still a car going 200 miles an hour. There's only so much you can do. It's just like the game of football. Out of the big three, baseball, basketball, and football, it is the most violent game in sports. Next to UFC and boxing, it is the most violent thing in sports. Absolutely. But making this rule change in the National Football League just seems so hypocritical to me because they want to make the game safer, yet they want to throw in 2 more extra regular season games. And again, I'm of an open mind. I am not one of those guys that, jumps on things and keeps with that opinion. I do want to see how this plays out. I really do. But keep in mind, there are teams like the Chicago Bears with Devin Hester, like the Seattle Seahawks with Leon Washington, and like the Cleveland Browns with Joshua Cribbs. Those guys are there for field position. Those guys are there for touchdowns. We had 16, 17 touchdowns, something like that, on kickoff returns last year, and you want to decrease that? You're decreasing not only the excitement. I mean, listen, we're still going to watch the game that we love, but you're decreasing the excitement because you want to make the game safer. You just can't do it. It's too violent. And special teams changes the game. What have we said so many times? Offense is a wash, defense is a wash. Special teams is going to be the X factor in this game. Not anymore. Not if you have touchbacks. And what's the point of kicking the ball off? Why don't you just put the ball at the 20-yard line? I understand they want to make the game safer, but there comes a point in time where, again, you just can't. You really can't. I understand they're trying to do all they can do, but at what cost? At changing the game? Literally changing a part of the game.